So last night temperatures dropped to about 25. Um, it's pretty cold.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the shed. I'm Josh, and today we're going to be talking about the second life change that I'm going to be making in this window of 30 life changes in 30 days. And that is going to be adding, or I should say transitioning to an eating technique or eating style system that is a type of intermittent fasting known as OMAD, or 1 meal a day. That might sound crazy to you if you've never heard of it, but it is a frequently used system for people that have trouble portioning or breaking up their eating into multiple meals of a decent size. I myself have a bad habit of sitting down to eat a meal and just eating as much as I can. I'll put as much food in front of me as possible and consume all of it and still feel pretty okay after that. I don't feel like I'm gonna die or anything. And so my head sort of rationalizes that as like, that's the amount you're supposed to eat, so that's fine. I know this is wrong. I understand this is wrong. Pretty much always the food is trash anyways. It's like takeout, Chinese food, pizza, pasta. None of it's good. I have gotten away from this at times in my life, but it's only ever lasted at most like 6 months. I think one time I made it close to a year and it worked great. I lost like 70 pounds. I was on a full ketogenic diet. I was working out like crazy. I was riding my bike everywhere. And I felt amazing. I was so happy with the shape that I got into. But my life situation just changed. I moved away from the city. My commute got much longer, so I couldn't ride my bike. I travel for work now, so I can't meal prep. I can't even really meal plan. I might get told, with less than 24 hours notice that I have to fly across the country and spend 4 or 5 days on the road. And I have just enough time to run home, pack a bag, get my tools together, and get going. And so there's really no chance for me to have any kind of like preconceived idea of what my meals are going to be like outside of maybe the very next meal I'm going to eat. So like if it's morning, I might have a plan for what I'm going to eat for lunch. If it's lunchtime, I might have a plan for dinner. But even sometimes those don't make it. For example, this past Tuesday, I got to the office around 7 in the morning like I normally do, and by 10 o'clock, I realized I was actually about to have to run home, pack a bag, and drive from Boston to Philadelphia and spend 2 days on the road. So didn't even make it a whole morning on that day. So meal planning is very difficult. Switching to 1 meal a day pretty much makes it so that no matter where I am, as long as it's been somewhere near 24 hours since my last meal, I can just grab whatever I need to. If I'm at an airport, if I'm in the city, if I need to run into a fast food joint or something like that, I can grab whatever food. I can fit in a decent sized meal. I mean, for me, a decent sized meal. Just let me give you an example of the type of food that my wife and I eat. And this is probably more my fault than hers because I like to go all out when it comes to food. We got some donuts today from a place called Rocco's Donuts. These donuts are each about the size of a small dinner dish, and we usually get half a dozen at a time. They have ridiculous toppings combinations, like I got one today that was white chocolate pumpkin pie crumble. They have, obviously the staples of your indie donut shop, like maple bacon and things like that, but they're not good. They're not good at all, and I usually eat 2 or 3 of them in a day. It would probably kill a person with diabetes, like dead on the floor. And then for lunch, in the very same day after getting Rocco's Donuts and eating 2 of them for breakfast, we went to Wegmans to get lunch, and Wegmans has a great buffet. If you've never been, they've got salad, they've got tofu, they've got lots of healthy options. And so I got an entire 2.5-pound tray of Chinese food. So that's absolutely terrible. You should not do that. That's horrible. And even if I'm only doing 1 meal a day, I can't continue to eat like that. 1 meal a day with that style of eating is better than 3 meals a day like that, but it's still really not a sustainable way of eating. So my plan is whenever I'm home, do my 1 meal a day, try to make it in the house, don't order out, don't go pick something up. Even if it's unhealthy food that I cooked on my own, like just a big bowl of pasta, at least it's cheap. And at least it can't be too over the top because I don't have that much time to cook that much food. And if I'm on the road and I'm in an airport or in a hotel or something like that, I'm probably just gonna have to go with whatever I can get my hands on. I'll try to make a conscious effort to get something that's not like over the top ridiculous. But if it ends up just being like Burger King, like 1 or 2 burgers and a couple of large fries and a soda, at least I'm only gonna hit like 2,200, maybe 2,500 calories. And for somebody that's 6'2" and 230 pounds, that's not terrible. When you work in the fact that if I'm on the road, I'm probably doing a lot of walking, running around airports, carrying luggage in and out of places. at least, I've got some physical movement in, and at least, I can only eat so much at one time, even if it is a lot. It's still just a 1 meal a day. So that is the challenge that I'm adding today. 1 meal a day, intermittent fasting system. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for checking this video out. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to make sure that you get all of the remaining 28 videos going forward. I was working with my wife this morning. I think I have a good number of the upcoming challenges figured out. I'm going to try to rotate sort of between dietary and lifestyle and sort of reduction challenges, like removing certain things from my day-to-day life. I'm going to try to alternate through them. So instead of doing like all the diet ones right up front and then all of the lifestyle changes, I'm going to try to sort of cycle through. Keep things interesting and make it a little easier for myself so that I'm not adding 6 dietary changes simultaneously. But yeah, this has been today's video. Thanks for checking it out, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow for the next challenge for our 30 life changes in 30 days series. Thanks.